Virgo, welcome to your Astroflower reading for the month of September. Do it in September. Happy birthday to all you people who are having your birthday in September. This is the start of a new year. This is a really good energy. I was calling it in the collective, it was Do It in September, or Auspicious September. You know, really beneficial September. I hope you have a lovely reading. Overall energies, yeah, just do it. Just go ahead and do it. Knight of Pentacles, actually just going ahead and planting those seeds and creating that future for you. I think this is really good. Overall energy is just really encouraging you to engage in life, to do it. Really start sort of creating your future abundances, basically. On your overall energy or your karmic message on your relationship side is the Hermit card. So yeah, following your, you know, keeping your eye on the goal, keeping your eye on your dreams and your aspirations, realizing, you know, the ins and outs of life. And the devil has been coming up a lot in everybody's reading. So I think there is a bit of a devil's in the detail here, but keeping your eye on your dream is a good idea. Through your dreams of what you've actually decided within you, and you've realized this, you've had to do a lot of work in order to get there, and now is a time to just go ahead and do it, basically. What's happening in the first week of September? Tower moment, I didn't see that coming. This could be something to do with the Hermit, so realizing the shadow side of oneself as much as the sunny side of oneself, or the shadow side of a situation and the sunny side of the situation. Concentrate on the on your dreams and your aspirations. I'm not actually getting any really thing negative of this card, to be honest. I think it's self-realization, and through that self-realization, this is where you know, the Tower is also sort of like the crumbling of old hierarchical systems, belief systems and stuff like that, which will liberate you and free you up totally of where you should be going. And maybe this is just in the first week of September, there is a major realization that is within you. We'll see that with a clarification with the Light Seers card, but I don't get anything negative. Yes, it may be a case where you realize something and you realize that a relationship that you need to be out of, and this could be a friend, family, or community. It doesn't necessarily a bad thing, or even just the way in which you sort of allow people to take advantage of you. You know, could be the Tower moment, and you sort of kind of get, I realize now, stop taking advantage of me, I'm going after my dreams and my aspirations. That sort of thing. It's a definite thing, definite changing thing. And in the second week, you get this Wheel of Fortune moment. Things really start kicking in for you in a different way because of that realization. I think that Tower moment's absolutely brilliant for you, actually, more than anything else. And it makes you realize in the second week that actually you can make things work for you, basically, within the second week of your relationships, and it changes things into your favor, and the wind really starts blowing for you rather than sort of like having to walk through thick mud. Is now you're out of that and you're onto this really good sort of progressive pathway. In the third week, and a lot of people have been getting this on the collective as well, there is a moment of reflection, and this could well be that third week of kind of, with this change of fortune, in a way, I feel like that when things start working for you, you just kind of go, well, I don't need that anymore, and I don't need that anymore, and I don't need that anymore. And that's what that Tower moment is actually created for you, a liberation of you. So it frees you up totally in your life and in regards to everything that is around you. Really good, empowering week in the third week, I think, in regards to your relationships, making you feel like you're on top of the world. And then you can believe in love again. Then you can believe in dreaming again, in the dreams, in this. And this is what the Hermit's all about, following that dream and aspirations, you know, believing in the impossible in a way. You know, we know that fish can't live in that cup of water, but it is. And it's that sort of motivation that you get within you that sort of says, you know, we can take this so much further. You know, really take it to amazing heights. And I think once you start freeing yourself up, I think there's, you know, people who have been keeping an eye on you in distance, as it were, maybe sort of starting to come forward to you, that a new pathway of love is opening up to you by the end of September in regards to your relationships. Let's just see what's going on your material side. The Empress card on your karmic path here is realizing that everything is possible. The Empress, she has control over her emotions. She's very matter of fact about it, but taking in everything that is around her, converting chaos into order in a way. You know, taking in the, you know, what you hear, what you see, what you feel, everything that is around you, and channeling it in a way that makes you realize that actually there's a lot of possibilities in your life. And this is what this starting of a whole new brand year is all about for you. In the first week, you get the Seven of Swords. I think you do need to defend your pathway in a way, not by beating other people, but just knowing that this is what you should be doing, I think is enough for you to sort of say, yes, I know what I've got to do, and I'm not going to change, or you're not going to, you know, evade me from my convictions, basically. And I think it's going to cement your convictions of where you should be going. And in the second week, with this change of fortune which you get on your relationship side, which is bucking the trend, to be honest, within the collective and within all the other readings, and this is really good for you. And I think this is because you're starting your new year. You've got that Nine of Cups where, you know, all those possibilities that we were talking about in the Empress card are now starting to come onto your radar. The possibilities of new job, new businesses, new projects, everything's starting to come forward into your life here in the second week of September. And by the third week in September, when everybody should have had their, you know, their birthday season, that's where the Page of Cups comes in, because this is where you're starting really the journey in earnest, after just letting go of a few things. What happens in the third week? A brand new cycle. This is following your path. Just do it in September. Yeah, auspicious energies in September allow you to create a lot of things, allow you to start a whole new, brand new cycle for you. And this is your new year that is starting. So just go ahead and do it. Whatever you want to do in the way of job, business and projects. I think the realization comes up by the second week in September, and by the third week in September, it's a case of going in and doing it. Going ahead and just creating it and doing it, basically. And following your dreams and your aspirations. That is really nice. Yeah, following your dreams and aspirations. That's what's going to come out of this. It's going to breed a lot of inspiration within your life, which is going to be the fuel to help you just to go on forward into the unknown and into the future, basically. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We're going to clarify with the Light Seers cards. Thank you very much for being here. Really do appreciate your support that you give to this channel. There's loads of links in the description below for readings that I give. And also a link to an email. So if you want to come on any workshops, which I'm doing in the UK, US and Australia, just send us an email, tell me where you are, and I'll tell you where your local workshop is going to be. Let's just see what's going on. Yeah, I think once you start working, once you start applying yourself in your life, and I think this is what the overall energy is trying to encourage you to do, to just do it. The moment you do that, it's going to bring harmony into your life. It's going to bring you justice. It's going to bring you reason. It's going to bring you balance back into your life. I think that's what the overall energy is trying to encourage within you. With the Hermit, you get the Nine of Wands. Healthy boundaries. I think these healthy boundaries are going to stop you from being deviated from your pathway, which I said earlier on, and concentrating on that star that is in the lantern of the Hermit. And yeah, just using, you know, your pathway to have those healthy boundaries, so you know exactly where you're going. With the Tower, you get the Two of Wands. Planning and journeying. I think this Tower moment is going to start you on a new journey. Really initiate that new journey within you. And it may mean that you're going to have to travel for love, travel for relationships, but it's also going to mean that you can start planning concretely for any relationships that you have within your life. And with the Wheel of Fortune, you get the Queen of Cups. It's once you start vibrating that, once you start once you start realizing that sort of that freedom that you have within you, and it helps you to resonate in a certain way, that is what is going to bring in good fortunes for you. And as it brings it into you, yeah, there is certain things that you realize kind of going, I don't really need that anymore, I can let go of that. And that's what that Ten of Wands is all about for you, that's coming up in the third week. And it's quality work. I think you're not going to carry anybody anymore. I think you're going to realize that actually you want to be in relationships that if they've done the work, if they're going to willing to put in a good day's shift in the relationship, so are you. And I think this works beautifully for you. And I think it's going to stop you messing around with any sort of relationships that are half-baked, basically. They're not really invested in you or them or the you collective, you as a couple, as it were. The Page of Cups, you get the Ten of Wands again. You've got to replace the burdens that you carry for other people with the freedom of the possibilities of tomorrow and the liberation of dreaming about tomorrow, and just allowing yourself to sort of follow those dreams and that aspirations. Your karmic mission is to be that hermit, to follow that star card within your life. With the Empress, you get the Six of Cups. A lot of people have been getting the Six of Cups. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Remember that the way I'm explaining the Six of Cups at the moment is a sculptor will enjoy making that sculpture. That is the most passionate thing about it. But when the sculpture is finished, yes, they may enjoy that completion moment, but I guarantee you the sculptor enjoys sculpting the sculpture rather than looking at the sculpture that he sculpted. That sounded a bit of a tongue twister, didn't it? But you understand what I mean. He actually enjoys other people getting enjoyment out of the sculpture that person has created. And that is what the Six of Cups is all about. Getting into the journey, enjoying the journey, exploring the possibilities in life. Yeah, with the Seven of Wands, you get the Seven of Swords, playing smart. And I think playing smart is following your path. You don't need to defend it physically, emotionally, verbally, morally, logically. You just need to live your path. And that is going to be the best way in order for you to defend your path. And it's also going to come out through a lot of logic through you. With the Nine of Cups, you get the Eight of Wands. Yeah, this is where communication, information from the collective, from the universe is coming into you, turning negative into positive. This is where you get the information to realize that actually I can really stretch and reach for my dreams here. And I think this is within all those possibilities of the Nine of Cups. You're getting communication about what is really possible. And that's converting it into reality, those dreams and those aspirations. And this is where you start the journey. Yes, you do. Be the leader in your journey, Virgo. Just do it. Just go ahead and do it. Starting of a new cycle, the world, you are going to be stepping into your power and leading your path. You are going to be the controller of your path, and you are going after your dreams and aspirations. You really are. Just go ahead and do it, Virgo. Whatever you want to do in life, just go ahead and do it. It's going to make you feel like you are winning. This is what that Justice card is about as well, because she's got that one sword, as it were. Brings you that harmony back into your life. And this is a sensation of taking your righteous place, being crowned within your life, because you're going after your swords, after your star, after your dream. And with this, then it becomes like a very clear vision of how to provoke this within your life. But not only provoking it within your life, you're also getting into a position where you feel like you're winning on every angle of your life, in every aspect of the jobs that you're doing, or the business that you're doing, or the projects that you're doing, which way it is. It makes you feel really good about who you are and where you're going. There you go, Virgo. Thank you very much for being here with us. Really do appreciate it. In the meantime, I will see you over at the weekly readings this week. Yes, and yes, in the meantime, life should be fun. So please do enjoy.